So hello everybody and welcome to the Draw and Code Studio. I'm Phil.
And I'm Becky.
And we're going to be looking at what's in this box. It's a very special box, a magical box even, because it's from all the way from Florida and it's from Magic Leap. You may or may not be able to see that. You can see some batteries that are on fire is shown here, but don't worry, there's no fire in here. So we're going to be looking at the Magic Leap. I've handily already slit open the box here, ready to begin our unboxing. And I'm actually going to leave it to Becky. Becky is our lead producer. Becky is also somewhat of an aficionado for mixed reality headsets.
Yeah, I spent like the past 2 years working with the HoloLens. So this is a very exciting moment because I've been anticipating the Magic Leap for a long time. I'm having trouble getting it out of the box.
It's snug. It's not like an Amazon package. Look at that. Oh, wow. It's like Christmas. Isn't it? That's beautiful. That
is really nice.
That is beautiful. And look how it's already... I feel like the design, the way they're not writing, this is a Magic Leap headset on the front here. It's all nudge, nudge, wink, wink. You've got to be in the know to get one of these.
Yeah, it's very premium. It's kind of like Apple packaging.
Now, I'm going to summon a knife using my Jedi powers. There it is. You can do the honours with with the knife here. Now, it's quite interesting because it's obviously designed in Florida, effectively, and basically it's I'm just looking, manufactured in Mexico. So that's nice, isn't it? It's not just the usual made by Foxconn or something like that in China, isn't it? They have clearly got their own kind of crazy manufacturing going on. I don't know about you, but I've got kind of certain expectations around this headset, and we've seen all sorts of press, both positive and negative, about it. But we've been really enthusiastic about what they're all about, haven't we? I think it's, for me, it is only the second real viable kind of mixed reality headset after the HoloLens. And if we were showing you the second ever car that was made, you know, you would temper your expectations, wouldn't you, with that? So for me, I've got kind of high expectations, but they are tempered with kind of, this is basically the world's second attempt at doing this.
Well, there's also the Meta as well.
Okay.
There is the Meta, but I haven't actually had a go of the Meta. Did you ever try that one?
I've tried the original Meta, but not the Meta 2, was it? I don't know. So yeah.
But this is definitely an exciting moment. Haha.
Oh, here we go. Wow.
Ooh,
so there we go. So you get the whale. They promised you a whale, and they have given us a whale exactly as the prophecy foretold. So that's
magic in the making.
Quite beautiful. And look, it's got an instruction book. Do you remember them? It's got one. Do you feel we should read this?
Go for it.
Should we read it afterwards? That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Oh, it comes with a cloth. So that's exactly what you want here. How much would one of these set you back? Were you in the market for one? It's in the thousands of dollars, isn't it? It's more expensive than your car by some margin, isn't it?
I drive a terrible car.
Yeah,
I can't remember. I should know this.
It's around about the $2,000 mark, I think. But you know, that's what the internet is for. You can look that up. Oh,
we'll post it below.
Okay, we have some safety. There's a safety warning on there. I noted when you get it out, it warns you about cancer and all sorts of things on the outside of the box. So there's clearly some great power in this device here, isn't there? So
we can go to the safety and regulatory information at magicleap.com/safety.
I'll see you there.
Check that out. Actually, that's all connected to this. Here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Like Christmas.
It does. It smells good. Can you smell that?
Can you smell that?
Yeah. Ben's behind the camera here, and he can smell it. I can see by the joyous look on his face. So there it is. It's beautifully packaged. Look at the gradient on the little pull handles there. That's quite something, isn't it?
So it says control, lightwear, and light pack. So that's what the headset is known as, the lightwear. So shall we have a look at that first?
That's a lovely piece of terminology, isn't it? That's really, really nice.
Okay.
And of course, the big difference, you are very familiar with the HoloLens, and the big difference, of course, is you're not really wearing a computer on your head this time, like you are with the HoloLens.
You've kind of got a trendy Walkman kind of style with the light pack.
Yeah, there it is. So that is, from what I gather, is to basically, it's a computer, but it's also just a kind of clip, isn't it? I don't know if I can open it. I don't know if it opens. I think you just shove it kind of onto your pocket, or the kind of, assuming you have pockets. If you're naked, I don't know where you'd hang that.
I think they have bit of every case. I think there is like some kind of
look at this
light pack accessories.
Look at this packaging.
There's quite a lot. Oh, what is that?
There's all sorts going on. So there's like boxes within boxes within boxes. We have light pack accessories. Look at that. Don't know what that is, but I think we can look it up in the handy manual. Yeah, we would be handy if we looked that up. Okay, so this is that is a ball of pure magic.
Charger.
So that's the charger.
That's pretty.
That's lovely, isn't it?
It's tiny.
That's
it's
really nice.
Lightweight. It's more lightweight than the light pack. This is actually quite heavy, but not ridiculously heavy. I think what's nice is that because this is so light, and obviously that's what goes on your head. And the real difference between this and the HoloLens is that the HoloLens is just a headset.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any additional bits, but it is a little bit heavier. But I'm looking forward to next year because I reckon they'll bring out the next HoloLens. And it'll be interesting to see the form factor of that, but this is pretty neat.
It really is, isn't it? Obviously, we've got the kind of covers here on the goggles here. Now, one kind of thing that I think is quite interesting, I don't know quite how the optics and everything like this will work. I can't help but when I look at this, I do think they've almost blinkered you so you don't feel like, whereas the HoloLens is one big visor and is really open, and there is of course the field of view issue in that you're looking actually in reality through a tiny little screen, and your peripheral vision is very far from being filled with these computerized images. Do you think they've cut off a bit of your vision so as to not encourage you to look around, to almost kind of, it does have a wider field of view, doesn't it, anyway, and then to kind of almost blinker you to some degree. I just wonder if that kind of adds to an effect of feeling as if,
possibly,
it's filling your vision more than something like the HoloLens is. I do not know.
It does make sense, because that is one of the glaringly obvious things is the field of view. It'll be interesting when we try this on to see if that actually makes a difference, but anything else.
I think with this beautiful packaging, which you keep on, we've got Fit Kit in there.
There's so much stuff.
There's boxes within boxes. There's all sorts of different things here.
A Fit Kit.
Yeah, we'll have to. Oh look!
What's a Fit Kit?
I don't know what a Fit Kit is. So we have light pack accessories. We have.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So this is cool. This is nose parts, because actually one of the things with the HoloLens again is that you kind of everybody's got a different shaped head. I've done so many demos with it and put it on so many different people, and it's like finding that comfortable fit is difficult sometimes.
And same with virtual reality headsets as well, isn't it? And they get dirty. You don't think about that. Oculus didn't think about it with the first one, believe me. Like those things got really smelly.
So this has forehead pads, because you don't want.
I'm going to need a big one.
Oh, I guess because there's probably need to get that a bit closer.
Okay, so we do have a forehead pad in there.
And nose pads.
A nose pad, and we do have one of them pre-installed. They think of everything, don't they? So that's quite interesting that already they're looking at that. And we have the kind of, I presume we have a clasp that will open up at the back here, don't we? I'm not quite sure.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen people.
How to go about that. Does it just pull out? It just pulls out. It's that simple. What a beautiful piece of design. So of course the first virtual reality headsets just kind of elasticated, straps on them, and then look at that.
There's your nose pads.
There's some nose pads, just what I've always wanted. And so we've moved towards. I remember the first trying PSVR when it was Project Morpheus, as they called it, and that had great adjustability. You keep your glasses on while wearing it, for example. But this is just. I was looking for some complex control there. It's not. It's as simple as you just pick it up, you pull it apart. It's a beautiful piece of product design, you have to say. I know it looks a little bit sci-fi, a little bit strange. Kind of makes you think of Metropolis or something like that, isn't it?
I think it looks cool. I'd totally wear that.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's something we were discussing earlier, actually, was you kind of look at this and go, would you wear that? That is a question as if it's a fashion item. Would I walk down the street wearing this? And yes, some people in San Francisco have been spotted doing just that. But the bottom line is, big headphones are quite a silly thing to have on your ears, and we all go around with them on. Yeah. And they look fine, they look acceptable, and they're great to wear. So I think people would use that, and I think they would use it every day if it became the norm and if we thought it was socially acceptable. Yeah. So we have another look at the controller as well.
Just very quickly, one of the forehead pads is already installed, so you get an extra one. Okay. Just making sure, so you know everything that's in here.
Should we not write to them and get them to send another one?
No, I think it's already installed.
Okay.
So that's that. What came in the light pack accessories?
Let us find out what's in the light pack. If you could have a look at the controller as well.
Yeah.
So that's... Oh, it's not very interesting. Light pack accessories sounds like it's going to be fascinating. It's a plug.
So we started looking at the controller and all the accessories that came with that, and that prompted us to actually want to get started with the Magic Leap. And so I went through the process of actually doing the onboarding, doing the eye tracking, setting it all up. There's all these little dots that you've got to focus on. It's really cool stuff. So then we decided to let Phil loose on it to get his first impression on the Magic Leap 1 Creator Edition. Over to you, Phil.
So I've just finished my first prolonged go of the Magic Leap 1, and I am impressed. I've used quite a few mixed reality, virtual reality, augmented reality headsets. This is definitely the best of the bunch, both in terms of product design, but also the approach that Magic Leap are taking. So there is really creative, really exciting apps already on there. We've got a Sigur Rós, kind of a crazy experiential musical app that's on there. We have a really incredible take on WebXR. There's an NBA app on there. It really is all about the creative possibilities. And as Magic Leap creators ourselves here at Draw and Code, we can't wait to see what we can do with this thing and where it goes in the future. Okay, thanks for watching.